Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your favorite ringmaster, Kevin Venardos, checking in from our headquarters here in Richmond, Texas. And today I have an extremely special treat for all of you viewers at home. I've got him here. He has no other choice because we're in quarantine together. His name, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Brian Pollock. Brian.
Kevin,
how are you?
Great to be here. Hi, everybody. Broadway Brian here. Yeah, nice to see you.
Broadway is
here in quarantine.
Yes.
Oh, well,
he's as close to, well, in addition to Marianne and Andy, he's as close to the family as I have right now.
We couldn't have had a better location, though. Look at how beautiful it is.
It is beautiful.
Absolutely perfect.
So, ladies and gents, I'm going to let Brian do some of his trademark prestidigitation. There's just a very certain kind of special up-close magic that Brian delivers, and I am proud to share a little bit of that with you today. I'm going to turn the stage over to you, Brian, now.
Wow.
And take it away.
Thanks. Okay. I've been seeing a lot on the internet, a lot of instructional videos. A lot of people, during quarantine, they want to up their game, and so they're trying to do newer, different things. And I thought, there are people out there that want to maybe learn something, and I have a skill set that I wanted to show people, and I thought today I would demonstrate the art of knife juggling. That's right, juggling knives. Okay, now juggling knives is very difficult, very dangerous. So what you want to do to prepare for it is you want to actually learn to juggle. That would be the first step. And juggling it's fairly simple. What you do is you have two balls in the right hand, one in the left, and what you're going to do is just take that ball and throw the one with two hands. You're going to go from left to right and then throw the other one back, and now you're juggling. This is a typical, it's what's called a cascade juggling pattern, and you want to get down to where you're fairly comfortable doing that. Now, one of the difficult things about comparing juggling knives and juggling balls is there is a rotational aspect to the knife. So when you throw it up in the air, you have to make sure that you're throwing it just right so it has that perfect spin to it. So you want to advance to what we call juggling clubs. And so I'll take these, and what you want to do with clubs is same thing, but you want to make sure that they rotate. What I do is kind of hold them toward the middle and just kind of give them a nice little loft so that you always have that simple rotational pattern like that, because you always want to catch the one end. You don't want to catch the opposite end because that would result in a disaster. So once you feel you have that down, in order to move on to knives, you need to be really, really good at this. So I'm going to show you a technique for juggling knives that was taught to me by the great Farple Droppet, who in later years could actually juggle knives with one good hand. And this technique is, what you want to do is be able to juggle clubs at the same time while you're blindfolded. So if you're blindfolded and you can juggle clubs, you should be ready to juggle knives at that point. So what I'm going to do, okay, so juggling blindfolded, in order to improve your juggling skill set and be able to juggle knives. Okay, so what we want to do, get your clubs, be extraordinarily careful, and just juggle just like you would without the clubs. Doing pretty well to the side of this. And stop. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now I'm not quite ready for juggling knives yet because I'm not that confident with it, but that's just a technique that you can work on at home, blindfolded juggling, to improve your skill set so that you can eventually juggle knives.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us this week. We'll be back next week with more amazing magic and wonder. Sending love to all, and please don't try this at home. Right on, baby. There it is. Simple.
I never did
This
that.
is a great idea.
I never did that before.
Well, then I love that.
That was the first.
I'm
That
glad.
was the first time I ever did that. Dr. Farfel, drop it.
I loved that. I giggled as soon as.